Hello everybody, today I'm going to be doing a theme park collection video. Now if you're new here, consider hitting that subscribe button and ring the bell. So, I've never done a collection video like this before, except in that room tour in 2020 when the pandemic first came and locked us down and it was quarantine. But I wanted to do an updated one because I have a couple of new items I want to showcase. This might not be the best video on my channel, it's just kind of like a fun one that I wanted to do. Now, I love theme parks, and I love roller coasters, and I think I've collected a pretty decent amount of things over the years, and I just wanted to share it with you guys. So, the first thing, I'm going to go left to right. So, this is the pins that I've collected over the years. Okay, flip over. So, yeah, I know people have better pin collections than me, and I've accepted that, but I have a couple of good ones, and there's some pins have a story, and some others don't. Sometimes I just get them. There's a couple ones I wanted to mention on here because, let me see if I can zoom that in. There we go. So, let's start from top to bottom. So this is a Euro Disney Kodak pin. So this was when, I think it was Disneyland Paris used to be called Euro Disney. And Kodak, we all know how that company turned out. I don't know why that's on here. It's not really a theme park, Michael Myers. This one has a special story though. So, I went to Sodor City on my birthday, June 15, 2020, and the lines were so packed because it was when things were opening up and stuff. They were doing temperature checks and stuff like that. It was when things were starting to open up again. And I heard that this YouTuber named Sir Willow was gonna be at Sodor City the same day I was. And I love his content. I'll put his channel link in the description because he posts some amazing content about theme parks and stuff. I went there and I was at the Riverfront Smokehouse, kind of like the area where Mr. River Falls is. And I saw him eating with his daughter, and of course I was really excited, but I wanted to wait until he was done because that's kind of rude to interrupt them while they're eating. And I went up to him and he was like one of the nicest dudes you can imagine. So yeah, so Sir Willow, subscribe to him. He's almost about to be at 30K, and he makes some really good content. And he gave me a free pin. So these two pins actually were my brother's, but he's not that big of a Disney fan, so he just gave those to me. That's the Sodor City 60th anniversary pin. That's the Islands of Adventure logo, which is like the sister park of Universal Studios Orlando. And I actually like this park better because I like the Harry Potter Islands of Adventure better than Harry Potter Universal Studios Orlando. And then here is an attraction that will be gone soon, Splash Mountain. I wonder if this is going to be worth something now because Splash Mountain is going to be gone soon. I mean, I'm going to keep it because I love that ride dearly, and I'm sad that it's going to be gone. And this was a 2018 lanyard, so I'm going to try to get some more pins so I can have a full collection and stuff. And then over here are my brochures and park maps. So I have an addiction to these. Like when there's like a wall of brochures, most of these are in Branson area because I live near there, and when there's like a ton of brochures around, I just collect them and I don't know what to do with them afterwards. I have a couple of these I want to showcase. Those are some Disney ones. Walt Disney World, that's 2019 I believe, so it's right before the pandemic. This is Dolly Parton's Stampede, and I'll bring this restaurant or show up later because it changed. Ransom Bell. There's Presley's. I've never been to that, but I just thought the brochure looked cool. Sodor City, which I've done several videos about, is the majority of his collection. Small and War Cave, which I only live like 5 minutes away from, and people visit it all the time, and it's actually a pretty cool cave if you want to see it. But laser tag, there's not really much to that. It's just kind of like an arcade and stuff. Fantastic Caverns, never been to it, so I don't have an opinion. 60th Mystic River Falls, Sodor City. This one I got when the pandemic was starting to calm down a little bit before Omicron. This is Branson's Coupons and Map. Well, this is crazy. So these are all coupons that have expired, but not in the way that you would think. So it's this huge brochure of coupons, but you'll know why I still have these. Yeah, so if you see really close, it says expires April 15, 2020. They didn't know that this pandemic was gonna be as bad as it was. So there's still coupons in here that are expired now. But that was right before the pandemic really started to get out of control. And they had to shut down and everything. So that's why I keep this brochure map, because they didn't know that it would go to the US. So something I want to keep forever, because that's right before the pandemic really got out of hand. Circus Pass. I don't know why I have this. When does this expire? Yeah, so that was right before the pandemic. I mean, cases were popping up in February, but it was mainly March that when everything went to crap. So that's a Circus Pass. This is the Whitewater. I have been to Whitewater a couple times, but I don't know enough about it to make a judgment. This is Schlitterbahn. I have no idea why I have this. I didn't even know this park still existed. And if you guys didn't know, there was an incident in Schlitterbahn in Kansas City to where someone got freaking beheaded because they didn't check the safety restraints. I hate that company for that. I don't know why I even have this. This is the tracks, like the go-kart tracks. Let me see if I can open it. So basically, there's 3 different go-kart tracks. There's track 3, track 4, and track 5. Go-kart track, this one's like a rockin' thing. And this one's also a wood thing too, but they have mini golf in the track 3. I don't go to track 3 very often because I don't know why. This is track 4, and that's the one that I went to in my grad week documentary. And a couple other people went to track 5. So the reason why I like track 4 the most is because you have that Ferris wheel. I just like the theme the best. I think it has the best arcade. I think it looks the best. Yeah, so I like track 4 the best. And track 5 is okay. I mean, they're all okay. I like track 4 the best, so. Oh my gosh, I'm not even done with this side and I'm already rambling on. Okay, so this is just a Solar City pen. Now, okay, yeah, I'm gonna put that over there because that is saved for something more important. These, however, are a little bit different. These are all Fastpass Plus cards that I went to in Disney World in 2019. And these you can barely find anymore. These have a story because, as you guys know, Fastpass Plus is not there anymore. And it's replaced by a horrible Genie system. And I think a lot of people wanted Fastpass back, but they're not going to bring it back. But there are some pretty cool themes on here. That's the Lion King show, I believe. That's Jungle Cruise, Expedition Everest. Oh, here's a Trax card, like a Trax arcade card. So, like, it's paper for some reason, though. Mission Space, Dumbo. Yeah, so those are, like, all my cards I kept. This is my my guest ticket for Solar City because last year we didn't have a season pass for Solar City because we went to Oregon and stuff like that. I actually got a season pass if you didn't see in that YouTube short that I posted where it was like, I got a Solar City season pass and I get to go to Solar City more often. So yeah, so let's go up here. This is a Time Traveler Solar City bag. I like that, even though it was a little expensive. Now this over here is it's interesting. So all 4 of these things in this pile are very similar in theme. So I was originally gonna get a Silver City job in Branson, but over much circulation, I don't think I could have done it because 1, I live 45 minutes away from there, and driving 45 minutes to work is absolutely bonkers. So, and 2, I have my puppy, and if you didn't see that, it'll be up there, but her name's Jasmine, and it just went at the wrong time for Solar City job standards. So if I didn't have my puppy, I probably still would have done it, but I have my puppy now, so it just would be too much to do 8 to 10 hour shifts and taking care of a puppy and driving 45 minutes there and back. It just would have been too much. But I mean, I'm glad that I had the opportunity and stuff. So all this stuff is only to people who've applied for Solar City or people who went to the job fair. So I got a little bit of a bag. Here's a pen. I really do like that. That's what I write with in the journal that I do for my YouTube ideas. And this is hand sanitizer. I don't know if I'm going to use that until later. And then here's some post-it notes. That pile is interesting because I was going to work at Solar City, but it just didn't work out. And then I moved this out of the way because this wasn't associated with those. This is a Solar City bear, a beanie. I like that. These are press pennies / coins. So I love press penny machines. Like, they're awesome, even though press pennies kind of do age bad over time. I keep them in these little book, and even though it's not really supposed to be this size in like a penny book. But I wanted to showcase this first, is a Silver City coin. This coin was originally worth like $10, and now that they were doing the kind of like trying to get rid of all the 60th anniversary stuff, I bought a bunch of crap with it. So yeah, so this is my press penny collection. I don't think it's bad. I think I have a pretty good selection of them. Some of these I haven't been to though. I have gotten press pennies for most of these, and I have been to most of them, but I haven't been to some of them. So Avengers area at Disneyland, I think, Alaska, Wildfire, Rainforest Cafe, which I need to make a video about that. I mean, I did with the YouTube short, but I need to make a full-fledged video because that place is weird. Thing One Universal.
1 hour later.
That's Six Flags, I think. Rainforest Cafe.
2 hours later.
There's the go-kart Circus. Now, I haven't been to Las Vegas, but I wanted to buy this because I do like Las Vegas hotels, even though I've never been to any of them. The Lumberjack.
3 hours later.
Can you move it along? I'm all out of time cards.
And here's a couple coins. Now, this one right here is something that I was looking for. This is an original Pizza Time Theater Chuck E. Cheese coin, so that's kind of rare.
At Chuck E. Cheese, it's the only one. Way to happy birthday!
Yeah, just a bunch of different stuff. Sorry, that was a little bit of an extended look at it. I probably could have done a video of that on my own, but... And then over here, this is the most interesting section. I mean, not that these aren't interesting, but I like these a lot. So basically, these are all Silver City cups, except a couple exceptions. I want to put these in two different sections. So these two, this one and this one, I'm putting in a different category because you'll see why, but I'm gonna review these first. So I got some Dixie Stampede cups, and like we all know, or I don't know if everyone knows, but Dolly Parton's Stampede, the brochure that you saw earlier, it used to be called Dixie Stampede, but then people got butthurt and didn't like that Dixie was in the name because it was kind of like a southern thing, and that's called Dolly Parton Stampede now, and it used to be called Dixie Stampede. I like that name better, even though it's kind of not PC anymore. But I have two of those. I got those in the garage sale for like 5 cents each, and I was like, sure, I'll get a couple. Yeah, that's the whole controversy. Here's a Whitewater cup. This was expired a long time ago. I think it was 2016. This is an Outlaw Run cup. I love Outlaw Run because even though I said in my tier list video like 2 years ago I didn't like it, but I love that coaster. This is a bottle that I bought. I probably will bring that with me on my Silver City trip next time. This is the another Silver City cup, just red. This is Time Traveler, and I love Time Traveler too. That's one of my favorite coasters anywhere. This is a Six Flags Screamin' Eagle. This was from Six Flags St. Louis, and Screamin' Eagle is easily one of the best coasters they have because Six Flags St. Louis is so neglected compared to all the other Six Flags parks that are getting new coasters. Six Flags St. Louis, get your game together. I need to make a video about that, but...
All around me are familiar faces, worn out.
These are Six Flags St. Louis cups also. That's when me and my dad went in September 2020. And this is actually pretty cool. I found this recently and I forgot we had this. So this is basically like this is Disney. We basically this is like an ice thing where you can like spray mister into your face, and it's awesome. So, okay, so I'm gonna put these in two different sections. So these cups may look similar. There's one big difference between these two and these two. So these two, there's this term called grandfathered. So what that means is basically these drinks have refills that are cheaper compared to these ones, because these ones are really old and there was a change that Soda City made recently. I'll use the Outlaw Run for example. It says the refills are discounted. If I can freaking get this camera to not suck. Yeah, so refill offer valid through December 30th, 2013. So if this was 2013, this would still be counted for the discounted refill. But now that that expired, I think they made the changes around 2013 or something like that. So basically what I'm saying is any cups that are 2013 past, you won't get discounted refills over and over again with those cups. And I have these two because these two, they were made before the change was made to only do it yearly. So these you can still get $1.50, I think it is, refills. This one is pretty rare though. We've kept this one for years, and that's like when the old logo was there and stuff. So the bottom line, these are still acceptable for $1.50 refills. I think it's before 2013. I might be wrong, but and then there's these two that you would just get normal price refills, which are like $4 with these. So if you can find grandfathered ones that are at a cheap price, I would get them, because if you're going to Soda City more than like a couple days, these cups are amazing. I would even say get ones before 2010, because those ones definitely don't have the refill policy to where after a year you have to pay normal. So it's kind of hard to explain because there's so many cups out there, but I wanted to do that. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm sorry if it's a longer video than I thought it would be. So yeah, thank you guys so much, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.